back at it. I'm back at it. Dog, I'm back at it. Y'all know Joy Road.
Yo, what's up, though? This your boy AV Smooth, man, and we back at it here at Kick It. Now it's just King and Time. And here today, man, I'm here to give y'all a good episode, man. Of Knowledge is King and Time, man. Game for the youth, voice for the youth. And I'm gonna give myself a little introduction for y'all today. And today, people, man, ask me, man, the top 7 questions, man, like who is AV Smooth? What is it like being from Detroit? What's your goals for 2023? What is life behind music? What I want to be remembered as? Those were some good thought out questions, man, and got some good insight and some good answers for y'all. And AV Smooth is an artist who enjoys writing and taking pride in writing my verses for those who feel like they ain't got no voice. I'm talking for that little boy who father locked up and been incarcerated since he was born and he ain't got nowhere to turn but towards the streets. I'm talking to that little girl crying out to be heard, and she's only 14, 15 years old trying to understand life and try to figure out, where my father at or where my mother at, or, how do I tell my mother this and that and the third, for that little girl who's afraid to tell her mother and her father that she's pregnant at a young age. She think that life over with. I'm speaking for that youth that feel like they parents and they grandparents or they family in general just giving up on them. I'm speaking for the families that's really trying their best, man, to, lead their children in the right direction, and they feel like it ain't nowhere to go, or they don't have no hope themselves. I'm also a team player, man, somebody who loves to play the roles for my friends or my family, man, so we all can win, And I'm also a person who enjoys everyday life experiences, man, and trying to be the best person that I can be, the best role model I can be for my children and for other people's children as well. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be a person that's in the household to influence the child. And then especially me being a music artist, I think that it's imperative that I really pay attention to what I say and how I say it, because it's a lot of kids that's really looking up to me and looking towards my music, looking for my music, looking inside my music. They listening to the words, they listening to the bars, they listening to the stories, they listening to all these things, man, and they want to, make it a part of them. So at the end of the day, I just use my platform and the things that I come across, showcase my music or anything outside of music, just to show the youth, man, you can do it if I can do it. You feel me? What it's like being from Detroit. I mean, man, it feel real good being from Detroit, because at the end of the day, I know Detroit, we breadwinners, man. We go out and go get it. We grinders. We hustle. We resilient. We don't take no for an answer. Or no to us is like one more answer to yes. I'm saying being from Detroit showed me, how to have tough skin in the industry, in any industry. If I want to own a business, if I want to sell clothes, T-shirts, a candy store, open up a barbershop, being from Detroit showed me that you could do whatever you want to do, man. As long as you just sit back, strategize, analyze it, and execute, all will be well with you, you feel me? So at the end of the day, being from Detroit, man, just gave me, I feel like a heads up, a head start. Us having that type of fight in us, man, it give us, a little edge over everybody else to be able to, succeed in life. Life behind music, other than just being in the studio and things of that nature, I'm still in barber school at Michigan Barber College, man, and I'm almost 4 or 5 months away from, getting my barber license. So that's one of the things that I'm doing behind music. And then on top of that, I love reading, you feel me? And ain't never too much reading. So I read a lot of books, and I'm always full-time dad. That don't never stop. So I don't look at that as like a job or nothing like that. That's full-time responsibilities that's always going to be there. My life behind music, man, is just, being me consistently, still always, pushing out certain content, trying to get the fans, my family, friends, everybody else to understand who I am outside of being incarcerated, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people have changed in 8 years. So my life behind music, man, is just building up enough content or building myself up and getting my face out there to the point where everybody will know exactly who AV Smooth is. Man, my motivation and drive for music, I'm going to say my family, man. Spirituality for the most part, you know, me being, you know, Muslim, it helps balance off the reality of the world and the illusions of the world, and at the same time help me balance my family, you know, my kids, the relationship with my kids, the relationship with my wife. My drive and motivation comes from and stems from a lot of trials and tribulations that I've been through. You know, being incarcerated, you know, if it ain't enough drive and motivation for you not to go back, that should be one of them, you know, to keep doing what you want to do as far as like chasing your dreams, you know, things of that nature, you know. So at the end of the day, man, my family, God, you know, and not going back is my drive and my motivation. If it wasn't for music, then I think I'd probably be doing like a lot of public speaking for like the youth, like going to different like high schools, going to middle schools. But I really want to go to like 8th grade, 9th grade, and 12th grade. And the reason why I picked the 8th, 9th, and 12th is because the 8th graders, they on their way to high school and they trying to figure it out. They don't know what's to be expected of them. And the 9th graders, because they just enter high school and they really don't know what's going on as far as being in high school. So now they being open to a world where they knew nothing of. I said the 12th graders because the 12th graders is now, you know, not fully matured, but, you know, they matured to the point where now they about to get ready for the real world, you know, where they got to take care of bills. You know, some of them might have children, you know what I'm saying? I just really would prefer to talk to them because at the end of the day, man, that's where your transition and stuff goes on at. That's where a lot of your issues stem from when you're an adult. Is those iconic years is from 8th grade to 12th grade. You know, I'd be doing if it wasn't for music. And then, you know, I cut hair too, so I think I'd be a good barber too, you know. But at the end of the day, man, I just really want to talk to the youth though, at the end of the day. I want to be remembered for the most is always being consistent in who I am. You know what I'm saying? Not really trying to let social media and not letting social media and other people, what they say and how they feel about who I am and where I came from affect me in my decision making on who I am as a person. So what I want to be remembered for the most is, you know, I'm always giving out good advice. I'm always willing to help the next person out, and, you know, whatever situation it may be, if it's positive, you know, I'm down for it. I just feel like that's probably one of the most things that I want to be remembered for, is that I'll always help. You know, I'm always there. I'm always somebody you can kind of depend on in any kind of circumstances, in any situation. I've been over backwards for mine, you know, as long as I got it, they got it type of deal. Number 4, man, is being there for my people, paving the way for the youth, not being scared to even speak, you know, on certain topics that other artists and other rappers won't speak on, or they won't shed light on. Yeah, we know we all from the hood. Yeah, we all know, you know, such and such and them got the bag. Yeah, we all know that, you know what I'm saying? But that's not the majority, for real. And the majority of the people that's around us is just looking for somebody, you know, that they can get some good influence on, or somebody to tell them that they doing the right thing. Somebody that can tell them or help them along the way. A lot of people don't want to be in the streets. A lot of people don't want to go to jail. A lot of people don't want to see the judge. A lot of people don't want to be the person that's 6 feet under. You know what I'm saying? So as an artist, I feel like that's one of the things that I got to do, man. I got to speak up, man, when there's people not speaking, or the majority is just going with whatever, you know what I'm saying? I got to be the person that stick out like a sore thumb. And I'm going to do that. Hey, V. Thank y'all for tapping in with me today, man. Today is Tuesday. Turn Up Tuesday, man. Turn up that motivation from yesterday, man, and make sure y'all go out there and get what y'all got coming. Thank you. And then once again, tap in and kick it. Knowledge is king in time. Game for the youth, man.
If you feel like you're going to win, you're going to make it. I'm just here to fill you in on the basis. See a chance out here, you got to take it. You can go and weigh your hands if you made it. Put your hands in the air if you feel, son. You can go and weigh your hand if you a real one. We just trying to stack the realest. see a meal run. I ain't get it by myself.